Wrestle Addict Radio HQ, representing kings of the rings to the fullest. King Rickie made the hot tag to Willy T, and out of nowhere like Randy is the queen bee. Kayfabe brother, 400 plus in the bag like money in the bank brother. See when they pod, it's the opposite of common. Look at the comments, crowned in a certified top 10. You heard? Kings of the Rings pod. Throw up a too sweet when you see the squad. Like a chop in a, I know you feel it. Kings of the Rings are the illest. Kings of the Rings are the illest. Kings of the Rings are the illest.
You know what, mans? I am sold. I am sold. You have me at jalapenos.
Potatoes, sour cream, cheese. That's just typical potato salad. Chives, also pretty typical. Bacon and jalapeno. There you go.
Yeah, I'm
That's
all
loaded.
About. Yeah, that is very loaded. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 417. I'm your host, King Rickie Willy T. Thank you guys for joining us. We are live right now on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch. Thank you guys for joining us. With me, as always, the Tessa Blanchard to my Alicia Fox, because I am the black friend, Will Tereshak. How are you?
I don't want to be Tessa Blanchard. I'd rather be this. I'm the illest. Right? When they say King's Rings are the illest, that's me. I'm the illest. Probably because I'm always sick.
That's true.
You can go with that, right?
Hey, hashtag Wade Cares. Where the hell were you on Sunday? We were looking for you, sir.
Yeah, you missed my tan line.
Yeah, you did. You didn't miss his tan line. You did definitely indeed. But anyway, folks, we are just coming off a pretty noteworthy SummerSlam weekend. The first ever two-night SummerSlam happened in New Jersey exclusively, even though they showed pretty much the New York City skyline.
Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty, yeah. We're going to talk about all of those things coming up and all the matches. We're going to do a total breakdown. It's pretty much a SummerSlam review show because literally we need an entire show just to break down all the madness that occurred during SummerSlam. But before we get to all of that, let's just do an overall review. Will, what did you think of SummerSlam in particular?
I thought the first night was relatively weak, bookended, but the second night really, really delivered on every single aspect in absolutely every single way. So overall, like if it was a one-night show, it would have been very, very long, but it would have been very, very, very good. So, and if you could, people comparing this to like Mania, this was a much better two-night show than WrestleMania was this past year. So, props to WWE. A lot of very good matches. There's Pyro. Pyro is back. So, the venue looked great. The stage looked great. MetLife did actually a pretty better job of directing traffic, specifically for night one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I liked the start time. Like, the show started at 6, which is a little annoying because the sun was in our eyes for a majority of the show. But just wear a hat.
Yeah.
And then we got out of there around 9:30, 10 o'clock, and it was just like home by 11, and then in bed and falling asleep by midnight. It was very convenient, especially because I had work the next day on Monday. So I really enjoyed this year's SummerSlam overall, 100%.
Yeah, I think it was 2 matches or so shorter than WrestleMania, but more better put together than WrestleMania, especially from a match perspective, a storyline perspective. I mean, Sunday at MetLife was just loaded. Every match was a championship match, and they don't even do that for Night of Champions.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Even the singers who did what was it, God Bless America, were pretty good and pretty decent. It was just presented better. I feel like the crowd as a whole, compared to WrestleMania this year, was just more into everything that was going to go on.
Yeah, that's hard to gauge because neither of us were at WrestleMania, but yes, I would agree. Except the Becky and Lyra match, the crowd was very distracting, trying to get the wave done, and it was like proposals going on. That was very weird.
One apparently was a fake one.
So, of course. So I wonder what was going on, like how that came across on TV.
I haven't watched
it back
yet.
I haven't watched it back either. But other than that, no, it was a very, very good crowd. That, like, to the left of us, on like behind the end zone, that whole section
Yeah.
of the crowd was mainly kind of dictating chants, and we were just following along.
Yeah.
Specifically with night one. But I thought it was a great crowd. The 2-night event, definitely our section.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Was very great. We had a lot of good people sitting around us. Too close, me, bro.
Too close. Too close.
So also sitting club. If you ever go to MetLife Stadium, I highly suggest you sit club. You'll have 2 days worth of food in one sitting. So,
yeah, you don't have to go anywhere. You go into the club and you don't leave.
Yes. Yeah.
That's pretty much what it was. We had what do we have? There was sushi, tacos, wings, Italian food, general, like stadium food, your hot dogs, your hamburgers, your
ice cream, Dippin' Dots,
cookies, your chicken tenders, which I didn't have chicken tenders this time.
I didn't either.
And then we had our own merch table.
We also had our own merch stand, which was incredible.
And the rum bar and all of that stuff. So yeah, MetLife, very, very good. The same thing that you said. Obviously, the traffic was, and the way that traffic was controlled was very good. Like, so I dropped you off at your place like 11:15ish, right?
Yeah.
I got home at 12:30.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go. Once you got through a tunnel, you're probably straight through Midtown, through the other tunnel, through Queens. Yeah,
pretty much.
Done and done.
Yeah, it was great. I love it. Like, if it's gonna be like a 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock event all the time, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'm about it. As I get older, 100%, definitely.
Yeah. Our crowd was great. Shout out to Manor, who was sitting next to me, who I just found out was also somebody who's part of the IWC and the Wrestling Influencer Award. So we're gonna have to get Manor on the show. Shout out to our friend Joe Nucci, who we met in the parking lot.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Those two guys we met in the parking lot, just spent like pretty much the whole day with them.
Yeah.
Up until the pre-show. It's like, dude, wrestling fans, it's the people you meet.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They were fun, showing them around, telling them how to get the club level. And also, we're gonna talk about it on the show. Shout out to Jerry Rice, who I had a conversation with.
We didn't know it was him until after.
Not a clue. Not a clue.
Oh, so man, I'm reading Mance's comment. Too much filler. Yeah, there probably were a lot of video packages. You know what we got instead of a video package? We got the Kiss Cam.
We did get the Kiss Cam.
So
the Kiss Cam was great.
MetLife did a Kiss Cam of Dirty Jersey. Let's just say Dirty Jersey delivered on every single. It was to promote their like stupid breath mints, their new like liquid, like their death mints, what do they call them?
It was like death mints or something.
Yeah,
like that,
or like I don't know, but they did a Kiss Cam and it was incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, the wrong state to do it in, but
the perfect state to do it in. The only thing that would have been dirtier would have been Long Island.
Oh no! Don't even try that. Jersey is much dirtier than Long Island. Death Breath. There we go. Thank you, Wade. It was called Death Breath, is what it was called. So there was that. But yeah, no, absolutely. Like I tell people all the time. I was telling my friend this earlier today. Wrestling fans are the best fans to tailgate and just hang out with. Yeah. Like the reason we met Joe is because Joe's friend, which I forgot his name, and I totally apologize if he ever sees this or listens to this. He's like, "Hey, you want some chips?" And I was like, "Yes,
yes, give me chips."
Yes, give me chips or give me Death Breath. That would have been a great show title too. But yeah, and we made friends with him, Joe Nucci, the most Jersey Boston fan I've ever met.
Yeah, that was bizarre, and it was God, I have his Instagram right here. But I think it was Chris. I think it's Chris.
Chris, yeah.
Something with a C.
Drewski and Not So Fat Joe. Also, the celebrity involvement was really good. Cardi B seemed like she was having the time of her life.
Yeah, I'm glad they just used her for the opening segment on night one. This never mentioned her again.
Yeah, she also would talk to her. She has an album coming out next month too.
Yeah, of course.
So that worked out as well. But yeah, no, SummerSlam overall, fantastic show with a lot of talking points. The first one, obviously, we're going to get into is John Cena, Cody Rhodes, the undisputed championship street fight. What a match.
Yeah, it was a great match. And for the people at home, they had the hole in the stage when John Cena did the fireman's carry open the whole time. Oh, and it was just like, Why is that there? I was thinking this. The Rock comes out. I hope he doesn't slip, or even better, I hope he does slip.
He like runs out and like falls into it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but once they're flying into the crowd, it's like, oh, they're gonna fight and the thing's gonna come up. That's exactly what happened. So
exactly. That one kid in our section who was just going off about how his life means nothing because the hole is not filled was one of the best points ever.
I think this was John Cena's best match in years.
Because he didn't have to wrestle heel.
Yeah, maybe like a decade.
He didn't have to wrestle heel. He didn't have to wrestle slow. We only saw the 5 moves of Doom. We didn't see the 6 moves of Doom. You know, he just wrestled like the old John Cena. Honestly, in one of the best moments, the fake out of his entrance.
Yeah, we lost it.
Everybody did. I even lost. I was like, you know what? You got me.
Yeah, yeah. Because we saw it come up. The crowd. I watched I watched it back on TV, or it's like a fan video, whatever. I didn't realize this because when the music hit, we popped. We saw it all black, and John Cena was a little bit of a lull. It was like, aw. And then it came blue, like, yeah. And then, dude, the run. We popped so hard for the run, like. Everything.
Yeah.
He had the time of his life too.
Did you see the official like WWE video of his entrance?
Yeah. He's like, I missed you, Stu.
Ready I missed you, Stu. You ready to go for a run?
Let's go to work. It was great.
Stu was like, I can't today, John. I'm sorry.
My knee. Now Stu turns heel. He hits him with the camera.
Stu's the real heel of the entire story. My man Stu. But no, it was good. Cody came out in the Kylo Ren style mask. His entrance, he invoked Dusty's his father as a quote. Yeah,
that was really cool too.
That was really awesome. And then they just went to town, finisher after finisher, to super finisher after super finisher, and no one could win. I think at some point I said, you might as well just get Arn Anderson in the Glock, because the only way you're going to win is death at this point.
Yeah, well, you said it too, like, who's going to turn heel first? And then it turned out neither of them.
Yeah, so, it was just a battle of baby faces.
That was the only kind of like, to me, it's like that Cody didn't turn.
Yeah.
But it made up for with Brock coming back, because there's like that oh shit moment. But it kind of left the match itself, like, phenomenal match, right? It's probably a 5-star match if we're being serious. But Cody winning, like, he pulled the trigger with the turnbuckle, but didn't pull it with the title. It's like, I think hitting with the title was maybe that exclamation point it needed. It's like, oh, you can fully pull the trigger. But he did it 3 times with the turnbuckle, so maybe. It's going to be interesting to see where Cody goes from here, just as another babyface, because we were very ready to boo Cody Rhodes. Like, it was just because Cena came back as a face.
It was a very pro John Cena crowd.
Right, but I think that momentum of, like, we were booing Cody is probably going to carry, and maybe not in France. But I think we're gonna start booing Cody sooner rather than later.
Maybe. Match is sponsored by WWE 2K. Thank you, Wade.
Yeah.
Wade also asks, why does that always happen in Jersey where Cena and his ops have infinite finishers? It's very true. It is very, very true. But I think about it was more of a pro Cena crowd, because Cena is from the tri-state area. He's from Westonbury, Massachusetts. So like even one of the girls in our section was like, I came down from Connecticut.
Yeah.
You know, so this is, you know, by and large, Cena country as compared to Cody, who's from Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
You know, the amount of John Cena retro merchandise that was around the arena that people came in wearing. Like, you can tell people brought out like faded jerseys from like 20 years ago.
Yeah, mine. The one I was wearing.
Someone with, what was it, the Cincinnati Bengals Cena jersey?
The Bengals Cena jersey was dope. It was like the military one. The Bengals one was probably the most dope, next to mine being the 08. So it was a SummerSlam jersey. It was the 08 or 09 SummerSlam jersey.
Yeah. So it was a very pro. I don't think this will last with Cody, but we'll see what happens with it all. You know, it was interesting because then Cena, they hugged before the match started, and then Cena said some words to him after the match was ended, and Cody won.
Cody was crying.
And so was the girl in our section. When Cena lost, we kind of went wild with all but too close. But it was because the match needed it.
I was crying on the inside.
You know, and then Cody gets out of there rather quickly. And just to give John his moment, because this is his last SummerSlam, and it's the one thing I did want to bring up about John Cena as well, because it's something I surprisingly didn't mention. and I think it just clicked when I was there, was that Cody's promo was like, I want the old John Cena. Well, statistically speaking, the old John Cena loses at SummerSlam.
Every single time.
Yeah. Yeah. And that should have been the clue right there. The old John Cena loses. Brock destroyed him. AJ Styles and him put on one of the best matches I've ever seen in person.
Yeah.
In Brooklyn. For that SummerSlam. John Cena always loses at SummerSlam, and this was no different. They made it look close, though.
Yeah, if you said that last week, I would have picked Cody.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. And then that happened. John's having his moment. And then Brock showed up.
Yeah, we're watching the stage because we see the cameraman. We see Stu at the ramp. Like, okay, someone's coming. So it's like I'm looking back and forth between the stage and Cena like waving goodbye and like the stage, and then I just hear the music and just no noise, no words, just jaw to the floor. You screamed like a little girl. It was hilarious
because I didn't see it coming.
No one did.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Weird.
Yeah,
weird.
Very
but this
weird.
Picture of him,
scary.
I mean, I think this is just jury intimidation right there.
It was a crazy thing because a lot of people talk about, oh, well, the New York, New Jersey crowd gave him a big pop. I think it was more because we were shocked. We didn't think this was happening.
No.
No one thought this happened. I remember during the match, during Cena and Cody's match, I was like, it'd be really funny if just Brock Lesnar showed up because like that'll never happen.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be that crazy to do it.
Not a chance in hell.
Yeah, and then they did it. So what else could you do but scream? As Mance tells us a story about how he's on the phone with his girlfriend and he yelled motherfucker. and his girl thought something was wrong or he was getting attacked. I mean, Will's talking throughout the match. He was like, I really got to use the bathroom, but I don't want to leave this match. And then Brock showed up.
The main event, I was like, I had to pee. I had to pee so bad. I almost went during the entrance. Just like, no, I can't. Then as the match went on, I was like, screw it. I was like, if you're going this far in hell, let's keep going. I finished my Mountain Dew. And then we're walking out. I go to Rickie. I'm like, I don't got to pee anymore. I think Brock Lesnar scared the piss right back into my bladder.
Yeah, I remember leaving and like
I was shaking.
I did remember that you were visibly shaking.
It was scary, dude. He's so scary, even from like 400 feet away. He's terrifying.
He's very terrifying.
He's so big when you're so far away. Like typically, like they're in the ring, they look like this. Too close to me, bro. Brock was like that.
Yeah,
that's a big difference.
Yeah. Did you watch WWE's official video of him coming back?
Maybe no, because Michael Cole was like, "Holy shit!" Yeah, I saw the Michael. Yes, I did. Yeah, crazy.
I was like, "Oh, Michael didn't know," because Michael is very composed usually at surprises.
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh, this is a surprise to a lot of people." Then,
yeah. It was. I listen. I always like to listen back for the crowd reactions because it's like how that's on TV versus how we were there. It was about the same.
It's about the same. Yeah,
about the same.
It was. I saw Issa. I saw Issa's reaction when I got home.
Mm-hmm.
Issa's like, "Oh my god, my beastie's back!" So it was crazy, and then the dust settled on the return because even I was like, was Triple H wheeling and dealing at the White House? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, what? Like, weird. I'm still going to use the word weird. It's very weird that he's back.
It's a weird choice that they made. Put it this way, if I was in charge, I wouldn't make this decision. I wouldn't bring him back.
No, I wouldn't either. I'm usually the guy who would defend something like this. No, I'm not. This one's very, very hard to defend. Yeah. Outside of there are no legal consequences. So there's there's no legal consequences with him right now, and it looks like there's not going to be. Thus speaking, there's going to be no legal consequences for bringing him back.
Yeah. So here's what we all need to know based on the primary sources and not Dave Meltzer. Don't believe what legal cleared it because there's nothing to clear when it comes to Brock Lesnar in this instance. What we know is that when the original Vince McMahon lawsuit, because remember, Janelle Grant sued Vince McMahon, WWE as an organization, and John Laurinaitis.
Right.
John Laurinaitis has since flipped and said he will testify against Vince and WWE.
Yep.
In the original lawsuit, it was hinted that Brock Lesnar was a part of a lawsuit where Vince was trafficking Janelle Grant, specifically to Brock as a way to entice him to re-sign with WWE. But it was never confirmed that it was Brock Lesnar. In February of this year, the lawsuit got amended, because that happens sometimes, to broaden the scope a little bit more, and also to specifically identify Brock Lesnar as a participant in this sex trafficking exploitation. However, Brock Lesnar is still not a defendant in this case. He is just somebody who was essentially part of the story, and nonetheless a major part of the story. Because if it is confirmed, and based on what I've read in the suit, and there's a lot of visual text message evidence of it, there's a reason that Brock was gone for so long. There's a reason that Brock's not on the latest version of a 2K video game, because these were real difficult things to kind of deal with. How do you have this person on, even though they're not?
You can.
Yeah. Even though he's not a defendant in the case, but how do you have this person on who's one of your biggest stars, who everybody knows who he is, and he's essentially the smoking gun in all of this, but somehow they did it. It is like I said, I wouldn't make this move, because if you think of the worst case scenario, it's all true.
Right.
Worst case scenario, it's all true. Best case scenario, he's not a participant in it, but you kind of jumped the gun here. I would have a really big concern with ongoing litigation.
Yes. Yeah. I didn't even say best case scenario is he's found not guilty on a technicality. Oh, he's just not.
He can't be found guilty or innocent. He's not
right.
charged.
He's not part of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing. That's what I mean. Legally, this could be an okay thing to do, but morally and
yeah,
because you can't. Even though he's not involved, he was involved allegedly, right? So it's weird. Now, when I said the WWE legal team cleared him,
I don't believe that.
That doesn't mean anything. I bet they looked into it, reading the suit up and down. It was could there be any legal blowback if we did this? And their legal team looks into it going, well, no, because X, Y, and Z. That doesn't mean he's innocent. It means he's most likely not going to go to trial. So legally bringing him back, they're in the clear. Now, the consequence of that is going to be people who are upset on the internet. And they're just all right, cool. We don't care about them anyway. So
they're betting that more people. I saw this from somebody, and they were just they are betting that people feel like enough time has passed that they can get away with this.
Yes, and they're probably going to assume that he's oh, they wouldn't bring him back if he was guilty, so he must be innocent.
That's they're testing that theory out.
Yeah, there's a big difference between innocent and not guilty. Obviously, but there's also a big difference between doing the crime and not being convicted of that same crime.
Exactly. So it is a weird thing to do. And when you start looking at the bigger picture, obviously Triple H was at the White House with the Make America Healthy Again kind of thing and bringing back the presidential physical fitness stats, which they highlighted at night one of SummerSlam, which I was I wouldn't have done that move either. Press release maybe, but not obviously in very blue New York, New Jersey.
Yes. Yeah. But at the same time, it's just bro, you're with the president. You're going to promote that no matter who the president is. If it was Biden, Obama, Clinton, Bush, GW Bush, doesn't matter. They would have done the same thing.
Yeah, I get where you're going from, and I do know, and unfortunately, I do know. Just something I've noticed throughout my time watching. WWE has a history of showing more so the presidents in the red than the presidents in the blue.
Well, typically because they're in administration as well.
Yeah.
Linda was in both of them, but
exactly.
also has. If say hypothetically, Michelle Obama was doing that the whole food initiative, and they brought in a Triple H or a Vince, they probably would have shown that as well. But
Yeah, I believe
but that didn't happen, and they didn't invite them in. And you can say a reason they didn't invite them in is because them themselves, the family, leans more red in general. Right? So that's a double-edged. That's just politics. Right? That's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. So you have that. You have the fact that out of the blue, WWE says, we're not going to do press conferences anymore. This is going to be our new format after a show.
On the post. Yeah, I missed the press conference. The press conference was way better, dude. I missed the press conference.
And so it just seems so cleverly orchestrated that after, obviously, Hogan's passing.
Yeah, because they control the narrative. They control what Peter Rosenberg and Joe Test and Kathy Kelly ask because they're on the payroll.
Exactly. And it's one of the things that I have disliked about Triple H's run in creative, especially this year. I mean, look at, the PR semi-nightmare that was WrestleMania's run when he did an interview with Roseberg. It's like, I just wish people would stop criticizing us and, just shut up and watch the product. To now saying
that's a very dumb thing because he used to be very good with media.
He used to be, yeah.
Because remember, last year he was asked about the Vince doc or whatever, and he's like, and essentially we came across with asked and answered, right? He referenced to other interviews he did on a specific topic. It's like, okay, yeah, dude, that's good. You're smart with media, but you're right. Yeah. This year he's just been very bad. I'm gonna go point to the R-Truth scenario. It's all part of the show. No, it's not.
No, it's not. You guys got caught.
Stop gaslighting me.
Yeah, you got caught is what happened. And to magically say we're not doing press conference, this is the thing that we do. And Triple H,
how convenient. How convenient.
Yeah, how convenient.
Yeah.
I've seen posts from people who used to be in the press conferences said that when it first started, it felt like they can ask anything, and then it started to dwindle down. Like they weren't allowed to ask stuff and to avoid certain topics. And now we don't have that problem anymore. And, with Triple H even going on the post show on night 2, saying that it wasn't us that brought him back. John Cena requested Brock to come back.
Shut
up.
Shut up.
And listen, we know Cena's a Vince loyalist and all of that stuff. And, John has done, I think, a better job of, maneuvering that situation.
But it also would not surprise me at all if John Cena votes Republican, at all.
Yeah, exactly. But Vince,
but he'll never let you know that.
Exactly. That's good media training. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care who John Cena. I don't care that Stone Cold and Undertaker are also bleeding heart Republicans. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care is the Miz is probably a bleeding heart liberal, or whoever. Daniel Bryan, bleeding heart liberal. Or most of the women's division, probably maybe other than Charlotte, bleeding heart liberals, right? Whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
It is one of those things that it just seems fishy. I understand you want to control the narrative, but this is a product that, as they have always promoted, thrives off of the criticism of the fans. That we take the fan feedback, and what they're saying now is that we don't care. We're going to give you this story, and whether you like it or not. They're betting that no one's going to. It's not going to hurt their bottom dollar too much.
Well, it's not. Here's the thing. They're correct. You know what? When you don't control that narrative, that is how you actually lose money.
Yeah.
Because you make more money when you're in control. That's just capitalism 101.
Yeah, and so we talked about that, and that's why we did it. But like you said earlier, morally, this is concerning because I thought about it too as well the last couple of days. You had 2 things occur before Brock returned. And, knowing the whole situation with the sex trafficking and his potential involvement in this. One, you put on probably your best PLE of a year again in Evolution 2. Hands down.
Yeah, definitely.
You then went on WWE Unreal, Triple H himself in particular, stating the women just get it better than the men. For every 5 women I see in the PC that's good, there's only 1 good man.
I believe that as well, because you know why most of the men talent come from AEW.
Yeah, and the
Indies,
and saying all these things, and then you have Brock come back, and so what kind of message are now you sending to the women in your locker room? He's not a known. I will say he's not a known predator. It's all alleged as of right now because it hasn't seen court.
Also, I don't see Brock spending too. I hear what you're saying, and I wouldn't consider it crazy for a woman to be concerned about it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you think Brock's hanging around back with the boys or the girls? No.
From the things I've read, he keeps to himself.
He's secluded. He was secluded in 2003. He bought his own private jet with his own money. So he's not going to be around people outside of who he's working with and certain producers and agents.
And talents too.
Like, and the talent he's working with. So I wouldn't be concerned about any of that. And I think that's an easy thing to resolve in terms of reassuring your female talent, as I think it's completely valid for them to have concerns about it. But I don't think it's going to be an issue because Brock isn't interested.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Most likely. And you never know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how frequent, like Brock in his latter years has always been an attraction.
Yes. He still is an attraction. I mean, fucking look at him.
Yeah, he's an attraction talent. He's not somebody that you are going to see on a week in, week out WWE television programming. So, so there's that. It's just a matter of when does he pop up. Obviously, I think this all leads to SummerSlam next year, where I believe he retires in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So on the upside here, best case scenario, and
I mean, also, Rickie, these trials take a long time to go to court.
Yeah, who knows how long it's going to drag out.
He could have his final run, retire, and be in court 6 weeks later.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, with a court date. So like, they could just be trying to, okay, hurry up, let's get it. Time's ticking. So I mean, who knows? I'm still gonna say this is weird having him back. It's not something I would have done.
It's not needed.
Especially as it would be different if the trial already came and went and Vince was found guilty or innocent and it was done. And
we know results. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. But like, this is going to be a story until Brock is out. Like now you invite a story into your house, whether he's involved or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think that's good for business. I don't think that's good for optics. I don't think that's good for anything. I think it sends a very bad message to your locker room. And I also would not do it morally, because I think even if he is innocent, doesn't mean he's innocent.
Exactly.
So yeah, I wouldn't do this either.
I wouldn't do it either. It's one of those things. I compare it to when Jonathan Majors got in trouble with Marvel and he had those allegations put up against him. The guy who played King the Conqueror.
Yes.
Yeah. So Marvel didn't flat out fire him. They said, we need to wait to get the results.
Yeah. James Gunn also be a good example too, because they did fire him and then brought him back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I saw those tweets. I was like, oh yeah, I might have let you go too. But yeah, it's one of those things where Marvel was like, okay, let's see what the courts say. All right, the courts say they find you guilty on a really, really weird New York state law technicality.
Yeah.
But they're like, we have to do what we have to do.
Yeah.
And but when it came down, he wasn't on any promotional things. He was like kind of to the side. And then, all right, the legal stuff finished, and now we can move forward with whatever we're going to do. I would have preferred WWE do that, and they were doing that. So it always baffles me to be like, what changed from when it started to now?
Yeah, what changed in the past 4 weeks? And don't tell me it was John Cena's opinion.
It wasn't. There's tons more people that John Cena can face. He has like 12 more appearances that are great rivals of his. The Miz is one of them. AJ Styles is the other one.
Yeah, and it is really frustrating that we're just not going to get answers because they're running from the media.
Yeah, they're not going to say a word.
And Christ, like, you're afraid of marks on the internet. Like, you're like, I'm afraid of Issa, but Triple H, you should not be afraid of Issa's questions.
Triple H likes Issa though.
I know too, but that's another thing too. So it's like, why are you? And like Issa and people like Issa, because the people he brings into those scrums weren't like.
It was half real media, half like
like it wasn't like Sean Ross Sapp, right? It was like it was pretty good wrestling journalists.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I mean, not like I don't dislike the new, post-show format. I just wish we had more. I like the press. I like the media from the press.
Yeah, I do. I'm not going to watch it. If they're not going back to the press media kit, I'm not watching the post show anymore.
Because there was a time where they were doing half and half.
Right.
We're like,
yeah, that was fine.
And that was fine. I loved it. It was very inside the NBA.
Yeah, and I liked seeing how the talent approaches that media scrum, where you have like someone like Becky who was in character, or someone like Nia who was being real, and they both worked for different reasons, and it was just good television.
Exactly.
And the press typically asked pretty decent questions.
And I feel bad for the press internationally because that's some of my favorite ones. Because
Yeah.
they gave the international press time to talk to them.
Yeah, when you come in here, mainly, which that's what your audience cares about. So yeah, ask it.
Yeah, ask it. But we won't get that opportunity for the time being. So
that's upsetting.
It's very upsetting. This is again, it's one of those things where like this is a great SummerSlam overall, but this whole Brock thing has kind of put a sully on it just a little bit.
Yeah, it's confusion.
Yeah, very much so. We may not get answers on Friday either. But moving on to the first main event of the weekend, Punk, Gunther, WWE World Championship, absolute classic wrestling. Freaking Gunther is just an old school wrestler that tells a great hard-hitting story, and Punk's that guy that just knows wrestling history, and it just plays off well. You know, it was slow, but it worked.
I think Fred shared it in the Discord. It's like I saw Punk wore the thing.
It's a Fantastic Four color scheme.
Yeah, the Fantastic Four color scheme. He knew he was going to be champion for a Fantastic 4 minutes.
He got 5. He got the 5 minutes.
Got 5. I was like, he got the 5. I mean, but yeah, it's clobbering time. Great. Yeah, this was a phenomenal match too. This was a very, very good match. I just kind of wish there was a better way to beat Gunther other than, his pride got the better of him again.
Yeah, well, they gave him the blood treatment. He did have a nose problem, so he's out indefinitely.
Like I did like the blood because it's like he's not used to seeing his own blood, meaning he's losing a fight.
No one makes me bleed my own blood.
Exactly.
Nobody.
So like he freaks out, gets off his guard, and gets caught.
It's a great story.
It's a great story, but what led to him bleeding was hubris.
He got thrown around the table. He got thrown like
he was standing on a table, gloating.
Yeah,
and then Punk's did the leg sweep or whatever he did, or did a forward sweep.
Yeah,
and it's just like, okay, you did that with Sami, right? You did that with Jey.
He did it with Drew when Drew got cashed in on.
I'm saying Gunther. Yeah,
Gunther. Yeah,
I'm saying Gunther told that story with Sami. He told that story with Jey, where he got too cocky and he got caught. It's like you could have had a better way to have Punk made him bleed. That's the one critique I have with this match. Because it's like, okay, I get it. This is Gunther's flaw, but there's a better way to expose that flaw.
I see what you can do.
Doing the same thing in 3 major storylines.
Okay, yeah. The one edit you probably do because you have to go with Punk's like, I don't want this title. I need this title. So having Punk go to the umpteenth degree to make him bleed.
To make him bleed.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get it. He's a heel. Hubris. That's what brings down most egos, right? That's what brings down most people. But it's like, you've done that already. But other than that, again, I think this is also a 5-star match. It was very technical, which is right up Gunther's alley. Punk went right with him. The submissions were pretty solid. You know, not too many false finishes with the finishers. The story of Punk couldn't get him up, and then he finally got him up. Gunther sold it really well. Got him up again. 1, 2, 3. Phenomenal finish.
Yep, and then
told a great story.
It's great. I mean, I texted our co-host Kay, who's not with us, as they lost their voice at their bachelorette weekend. Congratulations again, Kay. I was like, don't watch night one, because what happened next? Listen, Punk sold that emotion, the emotion of the win, perfectly, absolutely perfectly, crying, everything like that. And as soon as he raised the belt in the air, Seth Rollins' music hits. Seth Rollins with the most dramatic and diva cash-in of all time, beating CM Punk and CM Punk's crowning moment. The first time he had won a title in over 4,500 days, and Punk cashed in on him in 5 minutes, winning the title and just shocking everybody on Saturday night. It turns out everything was a ruse.
I fell for it.
I fell for it too. All the videos he came out of him walking with his daughter on the streets, which Becky was like, "Oh, did my videos confuse all of you?
Was my social media post misleading?"
Yeah.
Never change, Becky. Never change.
Seth Rollins came out, and so it was a really good setup. Seth Rollins comes out. He's still hobbling on the crutches. He still has the brace on, and it just seemed like this is going to be like, oh, and now a sign of things to come. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to get you soon when I'm healed. And everything. And then he began to walk away, and then threw the crutches on the ground. Yeah, I was
so
like,
good.
Dick.
It was so good.
Takes off the Punk may be a better actor than Cena. That's not that hard, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so am I.
And he threw it on the ground, took off his brace, started running to the ring, stomped him out, and now the Vision is complete because that is the name of Seth Rollins' new faction, the Vision. I still feel bad for LA Knight because not only did he get a win on some BS, he now also is lost in the sauce.
Yep.
Yet again, especially after Raw.
And Roman lost another pair of shoes.
Yes. The best thing to come out of his faction is the tribal thief.
The Shula Fala.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
I want
also, Braun Breaker's okay, right? Did Braun Breaker wrestle on Raw? No, he was he part of the beatdown?
He was part of the beatdown.
All right, so
he's fine.
So he's okay.
He probably just tweaked his knee.
Yeah, he probably can't wrestle a full match, but he can do fake beatdowns. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's good. That's very, very good. I did not want him to be hurt because he's on a meteoric rise. I still think it was weird that they chose to do this and sacrifice Seth for the build to SummerSlam, like not have him on TV at all.
Yeah, I thought it was weird too. I mean, I said it last week. I thought it was weird.
But it made it more believable.
It's true. I thought it was weird that you had two cash-ins in like under a month from each other.
That too. I mean, I don't mind that at all. Money in the Bank can kind of create more problems than it solves sometimes.
Yeah. Specifically
when you have certain champions who are trying to build in a specific title briefcase holder, you just have no idea what to do with.
Mm-hmm.
So like Otis and Austin Theory, you know, especially when there was one title and Roman was going on that run, it's like, okay, well, it can't happen. So it can kind of create more problems than it solves. And you have someone like Naomi who was ready immediately. Someone like Seth, you can always put the belt on at any time and it makes sense. So
that's why I thought they would. Kay is texting us now, even though Kay is not on the freaking show.
Like there is no reason to have them hang on to this briefcase if they don't like need it and they're ready to be champion.
I was always a big fan of delayed gratification. You know, I sold myself on the theory that give Punk his run and then Seth ruins it.
No, I think I like this a lot better because Seth's whole thing was you were never going to be champion. That's his whole like purpose for existence.
Yeah.
And the whole basis, like really the underlying foundation of the feud is you should not be here. So the psych out and the fake out of, you know what, I'm going to let you taste it and then take it away from you. It's almost even more satisfactory.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it's going to be interesting to see where this goes, to see where Punk goes. I mean, Roman might be back in the picture, even though he just lost another pair of shoes. So
Roman's going to film a movie. He'll be out for the next few months.
I was right. He's going to go do Street Fighter.
Yeah, he's going to do Street Fighter.
So is Cody though too.
So is Cody.
Yeah. I believe Cody's been cast in Street Fighter. So it's going to be interesting.
It is. I thought this was brilliantly done. I'm glad I was wrong. I took a lot of L's on this card, and I was very satisfied with most of them. So, like, Punk doesn't need a title, right? I think in part of one of the documentaries or something, when he came back, he was like, my main goal is to main event WrestleMania. I don't need a title.
Yeah.
So, as much as he sold it on TV and in the ring, like, I'm sure it felt good, but I don't think he's going to be jaded by this decision either.
Yeah.
Like, do you see him going back to Triple H going, man, fuck this, I'm pissed, like, throwing a hissy fit? No, I think he's like, that was a great angle. I think he's now matured enough to he's like, oh, that was a great angle. It was great TV. I can't wait to go back into his feud with Seth Rollins again, even though he probably hates Seth Rollins. Or he's just like, God, he's like, dude, just let me go. Like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. What did I do to you?
That's very true. For the rest of the show here, we're going to have a ticker of all the results on the bottom as we just keep talking about the rest of the card. By the way, so just in case you're like, oh, what happened here? And we didn't get to it yet, you can see it on the bottom here on our little ticker on our live stream. So moving on to Here Come the Women.
Here comes the boot. Good Lord, what a photo.
Yeah, in the perfect way to start out night two. Io, Rhea, Naomi. Naomi retains the world championship. In this triple threat match. These entrances were fantastic. Naomi's father playing guitar to the ring for her. Naomi Spauber, it was kind of a mislead or I misheard or what have you. Naomi Spauber used to open up for Kool and the Gang, not a member of Kool and the Gang.
Ah,
still,
okay, I was gonna say
a fantastic accomplishment.
Yeah, that's still cool.
Yeah, and as soon as they, revealed it was Naomi Spauber, I was like, oh yeah, she's not losing. You don't have someone's father perform you to the ring and have them lose. That'd be such a dick move. Although Jelly Roll lost in front of his wife.
Yeah,
so there's that.
That's different.
But listen, it's a phenomenal match. Io, Rhea, Naomi. It was just really fun.
Yeah, these three women went at it. Io got tossed around that ring like a rag doll, man.
Yeah, Naomi using her slide to get out of stuff, which was great. I loved
the head pointing thing.
The emote, yeah. I loved Rhea's purple smoke entrance. I thought it was fantastic use of color.
Really cool. Really cool.
Everything about this match was fun and lighthearted, and heels are going to heal. And Naomi used her heel work to maintain this title.
Essentially. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like you said.
Heels are going to heal. Obviously, Naomi's going up against Stephanie Vaquer, who Naomi called Stephanie Velcro.
Stephanie Velcro.
On Raw. Yeah. On Raw at Clash in Paris. It looks like Io and Rhea are gonna probably fight.
They're doing something. They're mixing around a little bit. It was funny because I was watching Raw before this, and
you also have Naomi and Io next week on Raw too.
It was Io and Rhea's backstage segment, and Jazz goes, "Damn, Rhea really does give off masculine, feminine energy."
Oh, she figured it out finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Rhea for you. That's who she is. So. It's interesting to see what Rhea does here because obviously it looks like it's going to be her and Io and another thing because Io's like you're never going to beat me. Yeah, which I love about it. And if that's Rhea's forever foil,
everyone needs one. Everyone needs one.
Yeah, fantastic women's match here. Gave them great time and a match that they did not give enough time to, in my opinion. Jade Cargill
100% correct.
Versus Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany retains in a 7-minute, what would have been a classic, but 7 minutes nonetheless, which was disappointing.
By far the shortest match on either card.
Correct. The shortest.
It really wasn't even close.
And I don't know if they got pressure time. And the great thing about it is, and if I could spin this positively, is that it was a fun 7 minutes.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with it. There was nothing wrong with it.
You can tell from the first time they met on SmackDown, they've gotten better with each other's chemistry.
Yeah.
In the ring. We talked about it last week. It felt like we know what we have with Tiffy. Let's see what we have with Jade. And this should have been Jade's match to win or to lose, and they gave it to Tiffy anyways. Which I don't know how that plays out.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, they can just rehash what we said last week too. Tiffany is stale. And she feels even more manufactured now. The crowd,
like Tiffy,
yeah, they didn't really care for Jade as much.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if she won, she would have gotten a good pop.
Yeah, I mean, her feats of strength worked well with Tiffy's athleticism. They had great spots. I just wanted it to last longer.
I'm going to say revisit this feud in 3 years, and it'll be fire and flames.
Yeah. That's what I think. I just feel so upset. Like, what do you do with Jade now? Tiffy's ran through the entire division.
What do you do with Tiffy now? There's no one, what else? I have no idea. Which is probably why I only got 7 minutes, because let's just kind of get it over with. We got nothing.
Yeah, it's crazy because if you look at Jade's run, I think I talked this to you on at the show. I was like, Jade beat Naomi at Mania, beat Asuka to win Queen of the Ring.
Yeah.
Beat Naomi again at Evolution.
Yep.
You build.
And then you set her down.
And you set her right down. And I don't get it. So a lot of that's going to be answered on SmackDown, but Tiffy retained, unless they bring in a ringer out of nowhere that we don't know about. Like Paige comes back or something like that, which is not happening.
No.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Who else can she work with?
Yeah.
Not Candice LeRae, that's for sure.
Not for she was still standing after the match.
Yeah. No, Stephanie's a Raw superstar.
Stephanie's on Raw, yeah.
I mean, maybe you bump up Zelina because she's kind of having this heel thing going.
She just lost, maybe.
Yeah, she's going a little darker. Story. I mean, Zelina is kind of to me, but it's someone.
And right now, it's Chelsea.
Chelsea. Yeah.
I would do Chelsea.
Yeah, I would do Chelsea too.
Because like it's one of the things, like, so they're Chelsea and Tiffy's characters are essentially the same archetype. They're like the bitchy girl archetype.
Yeah, but
So-
I swear to God, this is just accurate. Just go with me. One's a blonde, one's a brunette. Like,
Yeah, but
they're
I
the
think-
same character, but that's the difference. This is very
And
different
Chelsea's
energies
funnier,
from
and I
blondes and
think-
brunettes.
And I think Chelsea can just out bitch the bitch.
Yeah, it's a different type of bitch. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think that would work. And I would love Chelsea Tiffy.
I would
I feel like that would be fun.
It would be a lot of fun, and but I think the crowd would very much cheer for Chelsea against Tiffy. And
Yeah.
it's like it's the thing where Chelsea's supposed to be the heel, and it's just not gonna work.
It's not gonna work. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Chelsea's too good. I also love Chelsea's mentality. She's like, someone needs to win, someone needs to lose. I have no problem losing if it gets me on the card.
It's a fantastic mentality.
Because eventually, if you do that, and like, look at Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn has the same mentality.
Mhm.
You'll find success eventually.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very, very interesting. That's right. We still have Bianca because Bianca has to come back. Tiffy Bianca put Jade in the chase.
Yeah, but I think Bianca would overshadow Tiffy so hard.
Mhm.
Like, just gonna make Tiffy's title reign look like shit after Bianca just dog walks her. Especially as a face, you're just gonna go from stale to staler.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because, like, is Tiffy really a face? She's a reluctant face. That's why. So I think Bianca dog walking her and making her mad again would actually do wonders for Tiffy.
I mean, yeah, Tiffy turns heel on Bianca, but Bianca needs a character change, whether it's a new coat of paint for a baby face or it's a completely new character as a heel.
I don't think Bianca needs to turn heel at all. She hasn't turned heel yet.
Yeah, she needs. Well, she hasn't been around for other than WrestleMania, and then that ref spot, and she's not injured, so she's just taking time off, which is fine.
It was her finger.
Finger, right? But that should be okay by now.
I believe so. Yeah.
So like, she needs. I've been saying this for months now. She needs a character tweak. She needs something. It's the same. Just I'm on my own, and the hair twirl, and the shake, and the butt smack. It's we've seen the same thing for 5 years now.
It works.
Yeah, but it's running its course. It's run its course for sure.
Cena didn't run his course, and that's been 25 years.
Yeah, but people were saying it ran its course for a very long time.
Yeah, I still think you don't have to change Bianca at any point right now. She's still getting the pop. She's still getting the cheers.
Kind of.
The only time she really got booed, I think, was Puerto Rico, which is a weird scenario.
That was weird. I do remember that. Yeah, that was very well. Was she going up against
EO.
Lita? Oh, she's going up against EO. Yeah, she's going up against EO.
Yeah, and I was like, this is different.
That was very weird. I do remember that. Yeah, that was very strange.
But that's the only like anomaly that's ever happened with Bianca.
Yeah.
So we'll see. So I mean, maybe Tiffy's next thing is Bianca, and that'll be a test. I mean, Tiffy will get destroyed, but it could be a good humbling experience for Tiffy. Moving on, because we're almost done. We're not even half. We're like halfway done at this point now. The tag match to open up the show. Roman needed a paycheck, and Seth wasn't around that we knew of at the time. And this was just fun. It was just classic opening tag match. Roman and Jey beat Braun and Bronson Reed. Best part of this match is Jey Uso and Roman Reigns restarting Jay's entrance.
That was
in the
fucking
middle
awesome.
of the match.
That was awesome. I don't care what anyone says. It was awesome. We were there. We all stood up. We clapped. We did it. It was awesome.
Yeah. It was just so much fun. Jey coming from club level.
Yep. He was pre-gaming in that club. He was at the rum bar. Rum bar.
I just wish we were in that club because I would have shoved myself on the TV.
Yeah, I was gonna be the kid. I would have pushed the kid.
Yeah, no, it was a fun match. Roman
Security goes, "That's my kid." I go, "Oh!" I bring him back, pat him on the head, just dip, put his arms up for him.
Yeah, no, it was a classic match. I didn't know all of these guys wore black, which I think is kind of funny for all of that. But yeah, it was just a classic match. There's nothing really to talk about here. It was just an entertaining opener.
Roman took the bullet.
Oh, that's right. Roman did take the bullet.
That's the big spot. I think Rosenberg said it on the post show. He's like, 4 years ago, or maybe it was Big E. He's like, 4 years ago, Roman's not taking that shot from nobody.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
Roman
plays actually a pretty good face if you notice his mannerisms on the rope.
Yeah. Better facial expressions.
Yeah, better facial expressions, more interactive, more physically verbal, in a sense. So it was good. And now to the Spot Fest of all Spot Fest, and one of the wildest
10 tables, or nine, 10 tables.
TLC match, if not the craziest TLC match, just on sheer spots ever. This thing, from everybody I saw in the Discord to people talk online, they loved this match, as they should.
Yeah, what's not to love?
This match is insane. You had the 25th anniversary of TLC. You not only had the Dudleys in the crowd, you had the Hardys in the crowd. And I'm still mad they didn't let them do their entrance, but that's just me, you know. And it's one of those things, like, you've seen TLC, you've seen multi-man TLCs or multi-team TLCs. You're like, how are we going to make this one unique? Well, we're just going to do 4 spots in a row from all 4 corners of the ring, and everybody's going through tables.
Everyone's going through tables.
Yeah. We're going to have Dawkins take a Spanish fly off of a top rope onto a table.
Onto 2 tables.
Yeah. We're gonna have Candice LeRae come in and go through a ladder.
Knee first.
Yeah. And almost die. We're going to fake the TLC 2 spot and have Ciampa.
Yes. Just completely go whoop, Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, and just take out Nathan Frazier. Andrade did something in the match.
The core strength was insane.
Because he was hanging upside down for like
he's
3 minutes.
He looped up, which takes, first he was hanging there, which takes good grip and core strength.
Yeah.
Went up to avoid the spear and then dangled upside down.
Why?
I don't know why I didn't just grab the belts, but
because it's a carabiner on that thing.
Right, but
but that's what he was also hanging on.
The belts are Velcro.
No, but if he takes it off. Oh, but no, in the tag match they had you take off the carabiner, so you do them one by one. That's what's like, so if he would have took that up, he would have fallen head first to the ground. And he already has a history of neck injuries. You know,
anything for the title, man.
But my lord, what a match! I wish we could have seen the Hardys and the Dudleys reactions. Yeah, I don't think we saw it on TV. I would have loved them.
We saw one of them.
Was it the Dudleys?
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, no, I don't know what to say about this match because there was just so much going on. But from what I've seen of the replay, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was great. I didn't need a replay. I was there. I experienced it.
All the spots and everything. Yeah, amazing TLC match. Definitely one of the highlights. I'm surprised it didn't go to night 1.
Yeah, it should have. Night 1 needed. So they should have swapped this
with Becky and Lyra. Oh no, Becky and Lyra both won.
Tiffy and Jade.
I can see that. Yeah.
Like what they probably should have done: take off a team or 2. Cut the time, put it on night 1.
Potentially, yeah. I mean, I like the 6-team one. It just created more chaos. And honestly, they got really creative. I was very impressed by their creativity.
Yeah, but we're not going to remember it in 6 months. I'm like, oh yeah, that happened.
Oh, we will. I think we will. I won't. The only thing I won't remember is Andrade's participation in this because I don't think he really did anything. I think it was more just Ray Phoenix doing a lot of stuff. So, but on to the celebrity match of SummerSlam. Jelly Roll and Randy Orton lost.
Very surprising.
Very surprising move. Jelly Roll did enough. You know,
he did plenty. Yeah.
A
little slow. They dragged on the injury spot a little too long, but he did fine.
But you know what? I liked what they did with it is that usually, you know, the celebrity comes in for a hot tag and he surprises everybody, you know, with how good he is and all the training he's done.
He started the match.
He started the match and took an ass beating.
I liked it. That was great. Him starting the match was great. For
a long time. I mean, he got his punches in. He did his little, you know, shake, rattle, and roll, you know, get a little elbow drop here and there. It was different. Apparently the call was made for them to lose day of.
I believe it.
So it was a little bit of a switch. I mean, just this means it's going to continue because you're going to give a celebrity their win at some point. They really enjoy Jelly Roll. Triple H has said so much of it. He talked about how Jelly Roll earned the respect of a lot of people, that he's dedicated to this. And you also have to give props, and I hate to say it, to Logan Paul.
I don't hate to say it. The man deserves his props.
Not for the things like he's a good wrestler. It's the fact that he was willing to respect the business enough to sell for Jelly Roll as best as he could.
Yeah. 100%.
He helped him out. He helped him out a ton.
Definitely.
In the entire build. And it was really cool to see. Like, I don't like Logan Paul. We talked about this a lot in our section. Like, we like Logan Paul's a horrible human being, but god damn it, he's so good at what he was doing. I like the little twist up he put on the meta glasses. Have you seen that video of him falling from the
it hurts to watch.
Terrifying.
Yeah. That's why I'm not a wrestler. I'd miss.
Terrifying.
I wouldn't make that jump. I would miss. I'd face plant on the floor.
Yeah, absolutely terrifying. But they won. Props to Jelly Roll. I mean, he took the beating, like a man. I think we see Jelly Roll next. Royal Rumble.
Yeah, put him in the Rumble.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, definitely. Have Logan Paul eliminate him. This was fun. Better than expected. A little too long, but
I thought so too, yeah.
Like, I'm not one who bags on celebrity matches because I get it. It's exposure. Like, oh, you're taking a spot away from someone. I mean, I guess. But, I mean, he went down to the PC. He did the training. He did the work. And he showed respect to the business. And it worked. Mm-hmm. And people talked about it. It was a good match. Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't like the Snooki match from WrestleMania 27 or 28. Right? Like, there's been way worse celebrity appearances. But this was a pretty good one. I don't need to see a one-on-one match with Jelly Roll ever. But
no, I don't think we'll ever get one.
Like, I don't need to see him in a match ever again. Royal Rumble spot, sure. Yeah. But like, he one and done, dude. Quit with your head.
But no, congratulations to Jelly Roll. I mean, the man loves wrestling. You can tell by how he talks about the business. Like, he brought up a DOA reference on the Pat McAfee show.
Yep. Of course.
I was like, who remembers DOA? I was like, Jesus.
I do. I'm watching it as we speak. They just debuted, really.
Nice.
Not really. They're really bad.
Yeah. It's one of those things that happen. What's going on, Smiley, by the way? Thank you for joining
Undertaker's friends needed work.
Yeah, it's the Undertaker's friends when the Undertaker was an American Badass Undertaker.
Yeah, primetime Brian Lee was like the head. Was one of the ones in DOA, and he was Taker's friend. He was the fake Undertaker.
You know what's crazy? Sideberg real quick. Undertaker's DOA would have worked if Undertaker was the American Badass earlier.
Yeah, it would have.
It would have worked really well. Yeah, it would have.
Instead of the Ministry, it's just the DOA.
The Disciples of Apocalypse, yep. Pretty much. Moving on to...
God, what a fun match.
The Eddie Guerrero Dedication Classic. AJ Styles, Dom Mysterio. Dom Mysterio magically retains, out-Eddieing AJ Styles, which is hard to do when AJ Styles literally replicated Eddie Guerrero's entrance.
It was great.
Entrance, gear, like custom Eddie gear. And
what is it? Styles Heat was his shirt?
Yeah, but it said Styles on his trunks.
Yeah.
In Eddie's fun. The only thing missing is that Ray should have been driving the car out with Styles.
I think it was it his kid? AJ? I think
it might have been his kid.
I think it was one of his. If I had to guess, it's probably his kid.
Yeah, or something like that. Listen, this had all the classic Eddie stuff, pulling the turnbuckle off, doing the chair spot.
The fact that they both did it, my God.
Did you notice when AJ Styles went down, he started twitching his leg?
Yes, I did. I did notice that. I was like, dude, that's my word.
Started leg switching. And then the cleverness of Dom taking off the boot and hitting AJ Styles with it. And AJ Styles said on the poster, he goes, "It was really smart."
Yeah, clever. I want to know the conversation Dom and AJ had after that match, because they both looked like they had so much fun.
Absolutely.
And of course, I like much respect to both these guys. I think they both respect each other. I think Dom is a class act behind the scenes with people around him.
Yeah.
I talk about respecting the business and growing up in the business. Like, I know Dom plays a great heel on TV, but I think backstage with all the boys, he's the biggest babyface there is.
Well, and I love how his whole thing is like he's celebrating 20 years in the business now.
Yeah. My 20-year anniversary.
Yeah. since his debut as a child. I was like, you're ridiculous. Dom is going to go on to AAA in a couple of weeks, and he might leave AAA as their mega champion.
He should,
It's
man.
a high possibility.
He
I'm
should.
almost considering us looking into the AAA card and just blind booking.
Where is it? Oh, where's this? Oh, the show's in Mexico.
Yeah, but it's going to be streamed on YouTube. In English and Spanish.
Yeah, it's like, okay, pick the matches. That's how I get back. That's how I get back to K. That's how I catch up, baby.
Blind bet. Just
blind bet. Let's do it. I'm about it.
I love it. I mean, I might tune into it if I'm not doing anything. It's something that I'm really interested in watching and expanding, the wrestling palette. Moving on to this is to the cage match, which again, kind of a surprising finish that Solo won, but it does kind of make sense.
Solo.
I mean, not Solo won. Jacob lost and Solo won.
Yeah.
So it is. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was going to be Jacob Fatu's time, or we also thought that another Tongan was going to show up.
Yeah.
None of that happened.
I told you, man, dude, they've invested too much time and money into Solo. They made their choice. They don't care what the fans think. This is the least surprising thing out there. They did the cage match so Fatu could jump off of it and get a social viral moment, and that's enough.
Yeah, after the cage match.
After the cage match, which you missed. But it's okay. You didn't miss much.
It's fine. I saw it already.
Yeah. Like, whatever, dude. Like, I don't think it's the wrong choice. Like, I do think Solo is the better investment. He's younger. You spent a lot of time on him. And as much as we hate to admit it, I think he has earned this spot. Because as we were talking about during the show, on Sunday, like, Solo has put the work in. He's made character tweaks, especially to what he debuted with as a silent killer, the heavy. Like, he's shown personality. He's shown good promos. He can lead a program. His in-ring work is okay. Yeah. But it's good enough. Tells a good story. So, yeah.
I agree.
Keep the belt on him.
Yeah, I mean, Solo can also go on to do something bigger. Like, he could go up against Cody.
You mean Fatu? Yeah, Jacob could.
Yeah, Jacob could. My fault. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just because Jacob is a face, but his character's a heel. And I would love to see the edges between like the Samoan werewolf and the American Nightmare.
Yeah.
Like just the mask off
in London.
Nice, Samoan werewolf in London. That would have been a great show title too.
That would have been a great show title.
And if they were going to London, that would also work.
Yes.
But yeah, no, it was good. I mean, listen, it did what it needed to do. Solo's a champion, and Jacob Fatu got a massive pop because he's Jacob Fatu.
Yep. Pretty much.
It worked. Yeah, 2 more matches to review really, really quickly. Bliss and Flair were strange bedfellows, beating Raquel and Roxanne. Actually, 3 more matches, sorry. Raquel and Roxanne to get the women's tag titles, which is the right move because strange bedfellows always kind of works. And they're having fun. They told a good story. Like, they told the story of like, yeah, we're working together and we're supposed to be friends, but we're not friends and we still screw up because I'm going to punch my partner in the face.
Yeah. No, they did tell a good story. Good match too. I still think Raquel and Roxanne should have held, but I think now Roxanne moves on to making her moves on with Dom, because on Raw she kind of started to like, oh hey Dom, hey, and like a little wink.
Yeah,
so
we'll be back, Dom.
So like it could just be a thing of just like, when Liv comes back, Raquel is like, what about the titles? And she goes, I don't give a fuck about the titles. Like, hey, about Dom. And it's like,
but you see like a crazy Liv with like.
The makeup
running down
her, like, so I mean, we'll see. I hindsight 2020, Charlotte and Bliss is probably the right move. They were also very good on the post show. Charlotte loves being cheered, like for real.
Yeah, she looks so happy and just having fun with this for the first time.
So I'm happy for her. Good for her. These two work, and sometimes. Like, I think she was real when she was like, I was directionless. I didn't know what to do. And then fucking Bliss just walked in and ruined it, saved everything by ruining it.
Yeah. And then also props to Raquel, ever since Kevin Nash came out publicly and was like, you're not working big enough. You need to work bigger. She's improved so much in the ring.
Definitely.
She was like, you're right. And just made the change. Now she looks dominant. Now she looks fearful. She's wrestling like she should wrestle.
Yeah.
for her stature and her size, and even in her character work with Roxanne and Rest of the Judgment Day, like she's not taking crap from them. Like she's kind of standing her ground and like getting her points in when she needs to.
Right.
You know, and speaking of Cyber real quick, so they cut a promo obviously for Netflix for the international crowd when Finn came out with the Judgment Day, and he's like, yeah, you know, Liv's been working hard and she'll be back soon in about 8 to 10 months, and he walked away. It's so good, but congrats to Flair and Bliss, and I think this also works well because now Bliss and Flair can show up anywhere, and wherever they're going to go with those titles, they're going to pop a rating.
Yeah, that's true, man. If you got a hot act like that, right, you do want them on TV as much as possible. So yeah, give them the tag titles so they can go on all 3 shows.
They can go anywhere they need to go. And this almost was a show cover. It's not going to be a show cover, but it almost was. And that's something that you have to pay extra for.
That is a great photo.
Yeah, Lyra Valkyria, Becky Lynch, the women's IC title. Becky retained. Lyra can no longer challenge for the IC title anymore. Now that Becky's champion, Becky debuted a new song, which has taken some time for me to get used to.
I don't like it.
You know,
the old song was perfect. You didn't like why? Like you like to the Judgment Day Alter Bridge, like you know the contract probably ran up. They didn't want to pay them. Fine.
Yeah, and they changed a little bit because I think Alter Bridge is also an Edge connection as well.
Yeah, so they also could have just said no. But why would you take 10 on a payday though? But this new song, I liked her Jumbotron with the Rage Against the Machine connection that you just fucking pulled out of your ass, which was great.
I was like, oh wait, this is Battle of Los Angeles. I was like, because I've seen the silhouette before.
Yeah, but the song, you know why? You don't need to fix what ain't broke, dude.
Yeah, that's true. And there was something about this match. Like I got the story. It's one of those matches that I think if you look back at it, and since we weren't in the crowd, that we would like kind of be more impressed with it. But since we were in the crowd, there was kind of the effect on us. But also, in my opinion, this match went on for too long.
I agree. And Bayley doing what she did was just unnecessary.
Yeah, I feel like they gave us way too much time.
And there was a better use of Bayley that could have been done.
Yeah, that too. It felt like we had seen this match before for the most part because we had seen this match before for the most part.
Right.
You know, obviously they added the gruesomeness of it with, you know, anything goes, you know, no disqualification. And it was a good use of weaponry, but it was just one of those things where this match came up after TLC.
Yeah.
That's what really hurt this match. Because if you look back at this match, the fact that Lyra Valkyria had her hands zip tied and she pulled off a moonsault, we all should have been like, that's an amazing feat. And we were all just like, eh.
Yeah, the balance that's required.
Yeah.
Without your hands.
Yeah.
Or your arms is pretty crazy.
It's all core and legs. And we were just like, yeah, whatever. What's going on? Are we doing the wave in the crowd? Let's do the wave.
Yeah, like the match was fine, but I was this is a me problem. I was distracted by the crowd getting the wave wrong.
I think it was because it's one of the blunders of booking such an out of this world card. Someone has to take the fall.
Yeah. You need to come down somewhere, and people came down with the section
I don't
300
think they
going this way, and then 200 going this way with their wave.
Yeah, and I don't think they intended for this to be the come down. This just naturally became the come down because we started with the
triple threat.
The triple threat. Then it went to where was it? What was the ever championship match after that? I'm looking at
trying to remember. Looking at the ticker. Trying to remember.
They're not in any order though.
Tag titles. No, because that was night one. Tag titles was night one.
What
or was it night two? Yeah, what was night one?
Oh my fault. It was TLC was the second match. That's why. We went triple threat.
That's right.
TLC.
Yeah, triple threat TLC.
And then this came.
Yeah, then this came.
They didn't stand a chance.
No.
They didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, they should have went after Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I see Dom and Roxanne going full telenovela. It's going to be a pregnancy ankle.
Oh, God.
Jesus, with the Cyborg there. Yeah. This match didn't stand a chance. It's like one of those things, anything after TLC didn't stand a chance. And I think it's one of the reasons, like we said, some of these matches could have been switched. Like, there is no reason we should have had a cage match and a TLC match on the same night.
Yeah, with a street fight and an anything goes match.
Yeah. It was like I booked it on GM mode.
Yeah.
And I didn't book this.
Yeah, and you busted all your budgets because Charles had a really good card.
Pretty much. Pretty much. And so, yeah, again, we look back at this and be like, oh, this is a great match. But, like, there was too much going on around this match. Like, they were in the middle of the TLC and the cage match.
Yeah, this for me, it's the third, this is probably the third worst match behind Zayn Kross, Tiffy, Jade, and then it would be this one.
Yeah, and it's just the places. So it was a little unbalanced night too, and I think this is what they tried to do, and like for the most part they were better for. But this is somebody had to suffer.
Yeah, I don't think it was their fault either. Like they were just they were given a bad deck of cards. Like, oh, we're giving you like 18 minutes, but like they're like, fuck, how are we gonna do that?
Exactly, and. Listen, it's going to move on from here. Becky's going up against Nikki.
Which is going to be awesome. That was a great fucking promo. In that case, I'm glad she kept the title.
Yeah.
You can't see him
anymore. Yeah, in Brooklyn was a great crowd to do it in front of.
My hot husband and your...
Oh.
That's right. You can't see him anymore.
And that's a better use of how to use someone's real life situation to get like a rise compared to Charlotte and Tiffy. Yeah.
Yeah. Also because I bet they planned that beforehand.
Yeah. They're probably like, John's not going to be around to get mad at us.
Right. Yeah. And if like what? Well, she called it off with him, right? Nikki called it off with John.
I believe so. Yeah.
All right. So it's like she's like, yeah, I dumped his ass instead of I got dumped.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, okay, like you said, the offensive thing doesn't really offend me because I'm the one who had the power in that situation. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. And Nikki played it off like a champ.
Well, she let Becky have her moment. She's like, all right, you got me.
Yeah.
Good move.
Her promos are also a lot better in general. Nikki.
Yeah, she still annoys me, but it was a little better.
It's less up voice.
Yeah, it's a little bit more of a downtone.
Yeah, and it's a little more the sentences kind of string together better.
Yeah, it's not like she's reading
not like pausing too much between words and sentences or syllables. Like, yeah, she doesn't talk like a high school girl anymore.
Oh my God, John.
Exactly. Yes, precisely. It's like she took Maurice's bit to heart. It was like, is that really how I sound? And she goes back, I wish you died in the womb. And she's like, oh my God. It's like, give like a look at like clothes you used to wear in the early 2000s. You're like, oh, yuck.
Oh, yeah.
It's that.
Yeah. Oh my God, John. I missed that bit so much. Total hella bullshit. Oh.
But I am looking forward to Becky and Nikki. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it should have been Nikki live at some point, and so we're going to have Nikki play the hits with like most of the modern roster. Let's do it.
Yeah, put it with all your top stars. Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
why not?
I mean, it also makes, in comparison to the mid-card titles, it makes the IC title that much more legendary.
Yeah.
Becky's holding it, Nikki's going for it. Bailey was going for it.
I have no idea what you do with Lyra now.
I don't know either.
But
she's stuck.
She is stuck because... No, she could go after Naomi.
She could after Naomi's done with
Naomi's
Stephanie.
A heel.
Yeah. Honestly, it might work better because Naomi is going to verbally annihilate her on the mic.
That's going to be a problem for her, for Lyra.
Well, it's going to have to force her to fire back at some point.
Yeah, and what do you got? Like, oh, you're just a second fiddle to Big Jim. Okay. Where's Big Jim's title? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll definitely see what happens with Lyra in that. I mean, she just split with Bailey, so who knows what's going to happen.
I feel like Naomi would, like, any insult, Naomi would just be like, yeah. And? Yeah. You only got to tell because you called The Rock. I know. That's what I said. And?
Yeah, now on to the why was this match on the card? Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross.
Oh, I think I see us.
Do you?
Yeah, we're right there.
Oh, actually, yeah, I see us. Yeah,
we can see our
right
section. We can see our section behind, like to the left of the gridiron, the fucking mesh pipe thing.
Yeah, the
canopy.
Expansion. Canopy, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, this is a match that I didn't really see because I went to go get something to eat. But yeah, this match existed.
Yeah, it was, whatever.
You know, Sami didn't take the bait of being the bad guy, and he beat Karrion Kross. And for all intents and purposes, as we've lost energy to even discuss about this match because there's nothing to talk about, Karrion Kross might be leaving.
Yeah, it was his send-off match. That was it. The contract's up this weekend.
Yeah. His book's also coming out as well, which is very wild to talk about.
It was a lot of like, okay, you had this months of storytelling and it led nowhere.
They didn't let it go anywhere, even though he was selling merch and people were chanting, "We want Kross, we want Kross." And when
Brock, you got him.
Yeah, I was like, wow, what a dick.
Although I listened to it because like I saw the clip without reading the caption saying "We want Kross." I heard "We want Brock." I didn't hear "We want Kross."
Oh, okay.
But I could be wrong. I mean, who knows what the crowd was chanting? I wasn't there.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just listen. Kross will go somewhere like a AEW or a TNA.
He goes to TNA.
He goes to TNA, makes his way back in. He goes to TNA, beats Trick Williams for the NXT Championship.
God.
Or something like that. That's what's going to happen. Or he beats Obafemi for the NXT Championship, which would be wild. But he beats, so who knows what Kross going to do. We wish him the best of luck. I don't think you're ever going to see him again in WWE.
That's fine.
You know.
No issues.
He was very stop and go. But you know what? At least he got a send-off on a big stage.
Yes.
You know, that's the positive here for all of that. So that concludes pretty much our recap of SummerSlam. Overall, like I said, fantastic show. A lot of things to go by off of this, a lot of questions that still need to be answered inside and outside of the ring. But overall, I think SummerSlam accomplished what it needed to accomplish for a 2-night SummerSlam. It was WrestleMania 2, the better of the WrestleManias this year. And it set the tone for when they go to Minnesota, which I don't know if I'll be able to make now, but it's
nope. Not me.
So it's going to be an interesting tone setter for the rest of the year. And it's kind of what you need going into the fall. So, well, what are your thoughts on SummerSlam?
I give it a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. A very, very, very strong 9 as a whole put together. Night 1, I probably give a 7. Night 2, a 7.5 maybe. Night 2, I give a 10.
Yeah. They knocked out the park with Night 2. You know, all things considered. And now to reveal, folks, our current standings.
Uh-oh.
I will tell you this. For SummerSlam alone, I beat both of you.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
By 1 point.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
I was watching, I was like, man, I lost a lot of points. I got one back for the Wyatt 6, and I got one back for Solo on K, and that was about it.
Yeah, so I had 7. I was the only one to make over 50%. So I got 7, and the rest of you, and both of you got 6. Which means
I'm in third.
You're in second. Remaining in first place, K with 91. Yeah. Will, you're in second with 84, and I am one behind you with 83.
Do we know how many? Do we know like if it's 80, like it's 91 out of how many? Like what's our winning percentage?
No, but I could calculate that. Just gotta give it some time.
That's a lot. Do it next year. We'll do it next year. Because I want to know like my winning percentage. What am I hitting? What am I hitting?
Well, yeah, this one you hit 50%, but I can tell your winning percentage. I have it in an Excel sheet, so I can calculate it. Yeah,
let's do the equal sum, whatever.
Yeah, I work with a all the time. I got it.
Yep.
So,
yeah, I'm curious. I'm assuming my guess rate is probably around 60%.
Maybe, I don't know. I'll do the numbers because I mean you still have time to win. Like it's still an open thing. We still have if we do AAA.
We should do AAA.
We have AAA.
If I was winning, I would say we should not do AAA. But since I'm losing, we should 100% do AAA.
So we have AAA. We have Forbidden Door. We have Clash in Paris. You have Survivor Series. You have Full Gear is going back to Newark, I believe.
Yep.
All Out is coming.
Yep.
You have Crown Jewel in Perth. You have, I said Survivor Series. World's End in AEW as well as
happening. And the December pay-per-view, if there is one, and then whatever TNA's, NXT's got going on.
John Cena's last show is probably going to be like a special event. You know,
Yeah, if it's in the Garden, right, in Boston, TD Garden.
I think it's in TD Garden or something. Yeah.
God, depending on let me check that date.
We also have, if we want to cover like TNA's Bound for Glory or TNA Emergence, like we can cover those too.
December 13th, Saturday nights. Oh, it is Saturday night's main event.
It's a Saturday night's main event. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not. That's unfortunate. Although
it's going to pop a rating on NBC.
Yeah, I'm thinking from the business perspective. It's like, oh, they want the ratings.
It's going to pop a rating. Yeah.
You better believe they're going to cut off his retirement speech though.
So yeah, that is there's everybody's still in this battle here for his top prediction spot. What I might be able to do also too, I can see your percentage last year too, because I still have that file.
Yeah, I think I did a lot better last year.
Yeah. So we'll definitely see about that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Any final words before we get out of here?
Nah, dude. I got to piss again, and I'm thirsty. So
there's no Brock Lesnar to hide from you now. Nice. Roll together. I love that. Oh my god, that was absolutely perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to Kings of the Rings podcast, episode number 417. Too close, bro. I have not been too close, bro. I really wish we got those people's names. I've been your host, King Rickie Rose. You can find me at Ambassador Biggs across all social media outlets, BIGZ, Ambassador Biggs. Find Kings of the Rings podcast at KOTR _ podcast across all social media platforms. Like, share, subscribe. Leave us a 5-star review. Buy some of our fantastic merch, which I'm wearing right now. Go check out our hoodies because fall is coming soon as well. The links to all of that are in the description below. If you're watching us right now, there is a QR code right next to me that you can scan to get to all of our social media and our merchandise store and all of that fun stuff. If you're listening to us, make sure you're listening to us on Wrestle Addict Radio, the cure for the common wrestling podcast, and vote for us for podcast of the month if you follow us on Twitter. And speaking of that, follow Wrestle Addict Radio's Twitter at addict_wrestle on Twitter and at Wrestle Addict Radio, all one word everywhere else. Will Tarashot.
We did get their names. I just don't remember what they were. One of them might have been
This is
Steven.
true.
So is that the way ends?
True.
I had to pee. I was shaking because Brock Lesnar scared me, and I was exhausted. So shout out to all those guys. And yeah, Rickie, I would take the spear for you. I would take that bullet just for you.
Well, I would hope you would now, but I'm your groomsman or one of the groomsmen. One of the groomsmen in the wedding. I hope you would. I'd also probably laugh too after I'm
on the ground like, oh, I'm glad you're laughing. It's funny in hindsight. I would once I got off from the pain, I'd watch the video and then I would start laughing.
You couldn't laugh too hard because you have to hold your ribs with an ice pack.
Yep. One person I would not be laughing for is Slack.
Yeah. Fuck you, Slack.
Nailed it.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
Wait.
Run it back. Fuck you, Slack. There you go. We'll see you next week.
Amazing.
This has been a Wrestle Addict Radio branded podcast.